I think that the things we talked about this morning are extremely important as we go forward in looking at how group life will evolve and be from this point forward. We invested a lot of time over the last year, Dennis alluded to, and those were good things we needed to do. The choices that are before us as leaders in the group is really to decide, do I feel compelled to that vision to help people move? Or do I feel I want to have relationships and protect what I've invested in for so many years? And they're both valid. Just one, I think, positions us to do what God has called us to do. So I'm going to go back to the story I started with. A year ago, we had 555 givers. We have now 660. Our per capita giving is down. And of those new people, the attendance, if I'm being very generous, might reach 20%. We have a generation of people who learn differently than they did before. There was a generation, I think, what Larry's question exemplifies, was there was a generation in America that when they heard truth, said, I will apply truth. Now there's a generation that says, when I hear something that feels good, I may try that. And if I experience enough truth, I may make it my own. And that's where I really believe that small group ministry is the key. I think through the messages, my role is to inspire on Sunday morning. To inspire, to paint a vision of what kingdom life is promised us. But I am terribly indebted and dependent upon our group leaders to help them see the reality of that kingdom life where they live, work, and play. I do not believe that that's possible sermonizing. I believe that when we look around and see really large churches and really large communities, we see a very small portion of the population, though it's in big venues. I believe what God's calling us to is what it's going to take to reach our area, our nation, and I think the world for Christ. It's help people move from a dependence upon themselves and their paycheck and their planning for life to the kingdom of God. And I do not believe in my heart it happened in my life serendipitously, even though there's some great serendipitous moments. The changes that happened in my life and I've seen repeated in lives after mine happen because of intentionality. And that's the basic question that I have before you. With intentionality comes choices. And those choices are not always easy choices, but they're necessary. It's just like a parent watching their child graduate high school and move off in independence. It hurts the parent a lot more than it hurts the child. I'm not looking forward to that day. But I remember the look in my mom's eyes versus the look that I had looking back into her eyes. Now I'm asking you to be the parents to some children spiritually. Let's forget about their ages and let's look at who they are and ask, can we parent them? And can we partner with our bridegroom in the parenting of his kids, knowing that our complete dependence is upon him to do it well? And knowing, full well knowing, that as we do this, it will cause us some discomfort and some pain. And we'll have to encourage and admonish and correct and sin and release. My mom and dad had to take out a loan to send me to college. They didn't have a lot of money at that point. But my mom and dad knew something. that I needed an education that they did not have the education or experience to provide. So they sent me to college. There'll be some people in this room that have some expertise and desires outside of what your expertise and your desire or my expertise and my desire is. Can you trust each other as well as my mom trusted McNeese State University or Lamar? I went to Lamar, I think you could. I believe God's calling us to really trust each other. To do this, I don't believe it's an issue of do we hear God. I believe the issue is really, can I celebrate and trust when I send people to you? You're going to love them as much as I did. And you're going to help them grow in a way that I couldn't. And if they come back, great. And if they spread and fly further, great. But my interest is helping them become the kind of people that naturally, easily, and effortlessly do the things Jesus would do if he were them. That's our call. Spend some time praying. Praying and ask yourself, where do I fit in that profile? Where do I fit in my heart for those profiles? Which ones do I enjoy seeing move, and which ones am I afraid to have shown up? And then in that process, that lets you know who you are. It lets us know who you are maybe better. And we can help move forward. And if you're here or somebody watches this video and says, I'm not there. I think that's good and all, but I'm not there. I want to protect the relationships that I've had, and we're all in the same place. Nobody's moving here. That's okay. That's okay. But that's not what we're called to as a church. And so you can do that, but don't expect resources from that. And I hope that that's in a way, accepted in a way that's as it's meant, and maybe not as it sounds. Let me finish with this. God has called us to be, I believe, a training center that will help other churches and help other ministries become what God has called them to be. I can't hardly see that from here right now. I just have a vision for it. And in the last year, there were some things that I've probably said, taught, or didn't have said, taught, that you couldn't see from there, but you heard a vision for it. I hope we're closer today than we were then. But I do know this. There are ministries that are being birthed in our church right now, out to the community, into the school system. There are women and men that are asking for more opportunities to minister. There are small group leaders who have talked about ministries that they have, and it's my firm conviction that though we can add more things, we cannot take more time. We're going to kill each other if we keep taking on everybody's time. And so our desire is to train effectively, but focus, and move from a shotgun approach to maybe a rifle approach, and hitting things as they need to be hit. So because we do not meet as often will not mean that we do not care. And we will come together to celebrate our small group ministry. But don't anticipate meeting as often as we've met over the past year. And so I hope there's some light at the end of that tunnel of meetings for you, but I hope you feel it's been valued. I value you guys. I wish more were here this morning, but I recognize that there may be some deer meat that I get as a result of it. So I'm happy about that. God bless you. And as I look around the room, I just see people that have invested so highly in community church and in people's lives, and I want you to know I appreciate you tremendously.